The 1954 Maserati A6GCS by Fiandri and Malagoli. Maserati's 200S, 300S, and 450S proved the once great Maserati factory could still play with the big boys on any turf in the World Sports Car Championship, but it was the unassuming, yet painfully gorgeous, A6GCS from 1953 that announced Maserati's mid-50s sports car onslaught. Part of the A6 family of models that dates back to the 40s, the A6GCS was powered by a 170 horsepower engine at first. Only 52 were ever built, and this particular example finished third overall in the 1954 Mille Miglia. Italy was once at the top of the world in sports car racing. Following decades of dominance in the world of Grand Prix racing, Italian manufacturers rebounded after the war to focus on sports cars, Alfa's F1 winning 158s and 159s aside, and it proved to be a fructuous period for the likes of Ferrari, Maserati, and Lancia. While the prancing horse is still around making the world's most revered supercars and hypercars, as well as competing in GT racing and F1, Maserati and Lancia are well past their prime. As such, cars like the voluptuous while equally docile A6GCS in its Fantuzzi body serves as proof that the Trident was, more than half a century ago, the symbol of a proud company that gathered trophies all over the world, battling with the world's finest. Think of this next time you spot a Levante or that godawful sedan treasonously named Ghibli. Exterior. No wings, no dive planes, no snorkels that suck air and send it to the engine bay, no side pods, and no intricate Venturi tunnels carved into the otherwise flat underbelly. Back in the 50s, many racing cars were built without the use of a wind tunnel, designers using their gut to guide them through the process with the basic idea that a car has to be slippery to be fast. With the low drag coefficient being, by and large, the only worry of designers around that time, it's no wonder many of the cars created then suffer from sketchy handling characteristics. That's not to say undersized drum brakes and thin tires helped the matter, but, in earnest, the aero revolution started towards the end of the 60s, Porsche first coming to Le Mans with a long tail on its 906 sports car in '66, the same year that Chaparral debuted the 2E Can-Am racer with its high-rising variable angle wing. The flip side in all of this is that most 50s sports cars are stupendously beautiful to look at. Those bulging, curved arches hugging chunky tires that wrap around sumptuous knock-off wire wheels, the tiny doors and windshields that act as the slightest suggestion of practicality and roadworthiness, all of these cars were road-registered, after all, and the sheer simplicity of the lines as a whole is what we lack nowadays. Take this Maserati A6GCS. Its stubby nose and flowing rear deck is something that Aston Martin has tried too, albeit a bit later with the BR1, and it just looks so good. That's not to say Maserati's later efforts, the 300S and 450S with their long noses and headlights enclosed by glass covers aren't gorgeous, but the A6GCS surely deserves a spot among Maserati's prettiest cars. Both this Fantuzzi penned open top.
To read the full article, check the link in the description. If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.